Next ratio is profitability or income ratio. The purpose of this ratio is just to know that profit is adequate enough just for the capital invested by the investor, or just to know the frequency, uh, or you can say the efficiency and success of business that can be measured with the help of this profitability ratio. So with the profitability ratio, one can easily know that how much successful he is in the business ground, and it is basically the yardstick of profit, are basically the yardstick for the measuring the efficiency of business. So first of all, the ratio is gross profit ratio. This is one of the profitability or income ratio, and the formula of gross profit ratio is gross profit upon revenue from operation into 100. So gross profit can be calculated deducting cost of revenue from operation from revenue from operation. So cost of revenue from operation can be calculated with the opening inventory plus net purchase plus direct expenses minus closing inventory. So in this way you can get the cost of revenue from operation. And then cost of revenue from operation can also be calculated deducting gross profit from revenue from operation. Or you can have gross profit in this way, deducting cost of revenue from operation from revenue from operation. So revenue from operation definitely you need, that is a net sale you need into 100, that will be gross profit ratio. That is in the form of percentage. So gross profit ratio basically it just calculate the consider the cost of revenue from operation, and but it is a wording or direct and direct expenses or direct income, everything has been is not considered over there. Only the direct expenses are included over there, but indirect expenses or non-operating income, that has been included and that has not been over there. So operating income, most of the operating income also not they are not considered while calculating gross profit. So, and one more thing, that if there is a you're talking about the inventory here, like inventory is there, so spare parts and loose tools definitely are excluded from the inventory. That is to be always learned. And the ratio can be used to compare the gross profit of the previous year or one firm to another firm, and that can be easily known that how much firm is going on with direct expenses and cost of revenue from operation have a difference with the revenue from operation. And this ratio is basically used to just to know the gross profit of the any business. And the higher the gross profit is good for the business, the better it is. So this is the significance of gross profit ratios. And some of the question for gross profit ratio now, like in the 90th question, there is a calculation of gross profit ratio, and that what is given, that is credit revenue from operation 2,40,000, and then cash revenue from operation, that is being 20% of the total revenue from operation. So credit and cash revenue from operation are given over there, and then purchases, and then excess of opening inventory over closing inventory. So for calculating this gross profit ratio, what is basically done, that is cash revenue from operation, that is given 4,20,000. Here that is 2,40,000, and then cash revenue from operation, that is given 20% of the total revenue from operation. So in this case, we are just having the format of all this, that there is a opening inventory, excess of opening inventory over closing inventory. So definitely opening inventory is more than the closing inventory, so that I have put over there, as we am taking about this as a debit or credit side, as we used to make. So this is considered as a trading account for manufacturing concern. So opening inventory is 14,000, purchases is given over there 2,20,000, and then revenue from operation is there, that is given over there, that is given likewise 2,40,000, and then 20% of total revenue from operation is the cash revenue from operation. So this is the given, that is a credit revenue, that is given as it is in the question. Now we have to calculate cash revenue from operation, that is 20% of the total revenue. So that means above item is the 80% of the total revenue from operation. So this is the 80%. So if this is the 80%, then what can be the 20? We can have the formula like this, 2,40,000. If this is the 80, then what can be the balance of the 20? So in this way we can calculate the 60,000, that is the credit cash revenue from operation, that is 60,000. Because if this is 80, then you can calculate the remaining 20%, which has the cash revenue from operation. So 3 lakh is the revenue from operation that we have just on the credit side. So the gross profit is the 66,000 over there, and for calculating the gross profit ratio, gross profit upon net revenue from operation into 100, that will be 22%. In the question 92nd. Now 90th question B part here. Cash revenue from operation, that is given 4,20,000, and credit revenue from operation, that is given 6 lakh. Revenue from operation returns, sales return is given, that is 20,000. Definitely it has to be deducted from the total revenue from operation to get the revenue from operation, which is to be put up in the formula. Now cost of revenue from operation, that is 7,50,000. So cost is 7,50,000 and total revenue from operation less return, that is 10 lakh. So here we can calculate this. Cash revenue from operation 4,20,000, credit revenue from operation 6 lakhs, total is 10,20,000, less return 20,000, and we are getting this revenue from operation 10 lakh, and that is to be deducted. Cost of revenue from operation 7,50,000 will be deducted from the total revenue from operation or net revenue from operation, then you will get the gross profit. So after putting up, you will get the 2,50,000 GP by revenue from operation. Definitely after return you will take into 100, you will get the GP ratio 25%. In the same way that the same question has been done in the 91st question for GP ratio. Net profit is given, office expenses is given, selling expenses is given, and revenue from operation is given. But we want to calculate the gross profit. So net profit is given, and definitely net profit has been calculated deducting office expenses and selling expenses from the GP. So after adding up these two items into net profit, we will get the gross profit. So 40,000 will be add up 20,000 and 36,000. Then you will get the gross profit, and definitely revenue from operation is given 6 lakhs. So in this way, this is the net profit. So net profit, we have to add up these operating expenses again, so we'll get the gross profit. So likewise, if then there will be some operating income that is to be added up for calculating the net profit, then definitely that is to be deducted. So 96,000, that is a gross profit upon revenue from operation 6 lakh into 100, we'll get the 16% GP ratio. Next is the operating ratio. Basically that ratio is definitely measure the proportion of all the enterprises cost of revenue from operation and operating expenses in comparison to the revenue from operation. So that is why the formula says cost of revenue from operation plus operating expenses minus operating income into 100 by revenue from operation. So this is to compare all that. Now operating, for what you will to calculate under operating expenses, definitely all employee benefit expenses, depreciation, amortization, other expenses, selling, distribution, administrative or discount, bad debts, interest on short term will be considered in operating expenses. Now what is considered operating income? That is trading commission received, cash discount received, and all the other operating income that is to be included in this. Now cost of revenue from operation, how to calculate? The formula has been discussed earlier also. Opening inventory plus net purchase plus direct expenses minus closing inventory, that will be cost of revenue from operation. Definitely while calculating cost of revenue from operation, if spare parts or loose tools are given, that will be excluded from the inventory. So this is a formula of operating ratio. So while calculating the operating ratio, definitely we have to calculate the revenue from operation and then cost of revenue from operation, and after adding up all the operating expenses, less operating income into 100. So definitely this ratio considered, this not like GP ratio, it also considered the operating expenses and operating income also, and this is concerned with the basically measurement of the efficiency and profitability of business enterprises, because that is, as it is an income ratio, and this ratio indicates basically the revenue from operation, how much that can be absorbed by the revenue from operation, the cost of revenue from operation and operating expenses. So how much revenue operation can be covered with the cost of revenue from operation and operating expenses and all. The lower the operating ratio, the better it is basically, and now the lower the ratio means high margin of profit in the business. So now for calculating this ratio, we'll taking up the question. Now this 93rd question we are taking up over there, that is credit revenue from operation were 1/4 of total revenue from operation, and credit revenue from operation were 1,20,000. So if the credit revenue from operation 1,20,000, what can be the total revenue from operation? Definitely 1,20,000 is multiplied by 4. So total revenue from operation can be calculated in this way. Now next thing is credit purchase 1/5 of cash purchases, And credit purchase over there 40,000, then we can easily calculate the cash purchases. Opening inventory is there, and it was 20,000. It was 20,000 more than the closing inventory. And carriage and these are the direct expenses over there, carriage and wages. And we have to calculate gross profit ratio here. Yeah, gross profit ratio we have to calculate in this, not the operating ratio. So chalo, fine. Gross profit ratio we have to calculate basically here. That is 1/4 of the total revenue. So 1,20,000 into 4/1, you will get the total revenue 4,80,000. And now the credit purchase 1/5 of the total cash purchase. So suppose the total cash purchase is X. So you can calculate the value of X by 40,000 is a credit purchase is equal to 1/5 of X. So after just cross multiplication, you will get the value of X, that is cash purchase, that is 20 lakh. So while having this format, that is a sale, definitely 4,80,000, closing inventory 50,000, opening inventory over there, that is 70,000, because opening inventory is there 70,000, and that is has been told in the question, it is 20,000 more than the closing inventory. If 20,000 more opening inventory is 20,000 more than the closing inventory, definitely closing inventory will be 50,000. Now purchases, that is given, you have just calculated, that is 2,40,000, carriage 15,000, and wages 45,000. And here the gross profit, that is 1,60,000 after adding up all these two and deducting all these items. You will get the gross profit 1,60,000 over there. Now while putting up the 1,60,000, now for calculating the gross gross profit ratio. So first of all, here there's a ratio 1,60,000 into 100 by 4,80,000. 4,80,000 is the net revenue from operation into 100, that is 33 minus 33%. This is known as the GP ratio. Now 99th question, operating ratio is to be calculated over there. Credit revenue from operation is given, cash revenue from operation, administrative expenses, selling and distribution expenses, and rate of gross profit on cost, that is given 40%. Now the formula of operating ratio is cost of revenue from operation plus operating expenses minus operating income upon revenue from operation into 100. So revenue from operation can be easily calculated by adding up credit and cash revenue from operation, that you will get over there 4 lakh plus 3 lakh, that is 7 lakh is the total revenue from operation. Now you have to less the gross profit on cost, that is 40%. So suppose 100 is the cost and 40 is the profit. So definitely selling price in the terms of 100 or in terms of percentage, that will be 140. So that is a 7 lakh by 140 into 100. 140 into 40, you will get the gross profit easily over there, because 7 lakh is the revenue from operation, and that can be equalized with the 140. So if we are having the value of 7 lakh in terms of 100, that is 140. So that is why it is shown as the denominator. So 7 lakh by 140 into 40. So this is the 40 which is representing gross profit in terms of percentage. Now the actual amount is 2 lakh over there. So after deducting gross profit from this total revenue from operation, you will get the cost of revenue from operation. So cost of revenue from operation, that is over there is 5 lakh. And now cost of revenue from operation plus adding up all the operating expenses, that is given over there 60,000 plus 42,000 upon revenue from operation, that is given 7 lakh into 100, you will get the operating ratio 86%. Lower the ratio, it is better for the firm, because it will increase the margin of profit for the firm. Well, next income ratio is operating profit ratio. So operating profit ratio, that can be calculated with the deducting operating expenses and adding operating income into gross profit, then you will get the operating profit. Definitely for calculating the operating profit, operating expenses and operating income, that has been considered. Operating expenses, you can take employee benefit expenses, depreciation, administration, selling, distribution, discount, bad debts, interest on short-term loan. Likewise, you can get in the operating expenses. And operating income, you will get commission received, discount received, and other operating income you can consider over there. So non-operating expenses and non-operating income are not considered over there. And basically under non-operating, we used to take the non-operating expenses, that has been not to be deducted from the gross profit, as loss on sale of asset, loss from fire, income tax, charity, donation, all these finance charges relating to interest on long-term loan and interest on debenture, all these are not considered as an operating expenses. They are all the non-operating expenses. And non-operating income, basically that is a profit on the sale of asset, income from investment, they are also known as the non-operating income. They are not to be here for calculating the operating profit from the GP. So it's very important that while calculating the operating profit ratio, you have to take the operating profit only upon net revenue from operation into 100. So for operating profit, you are having the formula, that is gross profit minus operating expenses plus operating income. Suppose net profit is given in the question and you have to calculate the operating profit. So net profit you are taking before tax plus operating expenses minus plus non-operating expenses minus non-operating income, you will get the operating profit. Because not net profit, definitely that has to be calculated by adding up all the net not operating income and deducting non-operating expenses. So if your net profit is given in the question, basically that you have to take before tax, and then you have to add up non-operating income, non-operating expenses, sorry, and then to deduct non-operating income. Then you can get the operating profit. Because if you have to calculate the net profit, that you have to take before tax, definitely you have to deduct all non-operating expenses and adding up non-operating income. Now you have to nullify the effect by adding up non-operating expenses and deducting non-operating income. Then you will get operating profit over there. So there are the two ways. When net profit is given, then this is the formula you have to follow, and for the if the gross profit is given, then this is the formula you have to follow. Actually, you have to do the reverse for this. That is, you have to deduct operating expenses, and here you have to add up non-operating expenses. And here for operating income, you have to add up, and here non-operating income is to be deducted. Now, for taking up the and one thing more, that there is a operating ratio and operating profit. Operating ratio, if you're talking about the operating ratio here, operating ratio and operating profit ratio, definitely they both are in the terms of percentage and the total is 100. If definitely one is increased, another will be decreased, because the total of both is always 100. So definitely if the operating ratio, basically operating ratio is 80%, that means operating profit ratio is 20%. Definitely, because the total of both is considered as 100. Fine. Now for taking up the one question. Now for taking up the 160th question, you have to calculate GP ratio when the given is purchases, direct expenses, opening inventory, closing inventory, opening expenses, revenue from operation, current asset including inventory, and current liabilities given over there. So now for calculating the gross profit ratio, first of all we need the gross profit here. So direct expenses, opening inventory and closing inventory is there, and purchase is also there. And by just taking all this in the T-shape form, T-shape account, like in the training account as you used to make in the on the sole proprietorship, in the same way, because the item is given likewise, there is no proper profit and loss statement of profit and loss that has been in the company's balance sheet. So definitely the item is given, so I am just making the T-shape account. That is for the this is for the working notes. So that is the closing inventory, 4,40,000, sale 30 lakh, that is given the credit side. Now on the debit side, whatever opening inventory 3,60,000, purchases is given 18 lakh 30,000, direct expenses 4,10,000, and this is the balance is the 8,40,000. How? 30 lakh plus 4,40,000 minus 3,60,000 minus 18,30,000 minus 4,10,000, you will get the gross profit 8,40,000. That is a gross profit. So gross profit is put up 8,40,000 upon net revenue from operation, that is given in the question 30 lakh into 100. You will get the gross profit 28%. Now the next is the operating ratio we have to calculate. Now cost of revenue from operation, for calculating the operating ratio, the formula is given over there for operating ratio. Cost of revenue from operation, first you have to calculate, that is opening inventory plus purchases plus direct expenses minus closing inventory. So here is the cost of revenue from operations, 21,60,000. Now there is another thing, operating expenses are there, that is 5% of sale, that is 1,50,000. By adding up cost of revenue operation and plus operating expenses, this operating expenses, you will get the this is a formula you have to follow, cost of revenue from operation plus operating expenses over there less operating income. So operating income is not given, operating expenses there, upon net revenue from operation into 100. So by adding up this formula, see in the formula you will get 2,30,000 upon 30 lakh into 100, you will get the operating ratio 77%. Now operating profit, here you have to calculate, that is operating profit by upon net revenue from operation into 100. So for calculating the operating profit, definitely gross profit minus operating expenses plus operating income. So operating income is not in this question. 8,40,000 gross profit we had calculated minus operating expenses. you will get the operating profit. So operating profit 6,90,000 upon 30 lakh net revenue from operation into 100, you will get the operating profit, that is 23%. 23% here you can get the confirmation that operating profit plus operating ratio, that is plus is 100%. 77% is the operating ratio, 23% is operating profit, and add total of these two is definitely 100. Then inventory turnover ratio is also is to be calculated over there. So cost of revenue from operation upon average inventory. Cost of revenue from operation we have calculated 21,60,000. Average inventory 4 lakh. Average inventory is to be calculated opening inventory plus closing by 2, that is 4 lakh, and this is the inventory turnover ratio 5.4 times. And working capital turnover ratio is to be asked in the question. So for calculating the working capital, so current liability is to be deducted from the current asset. Definitely 5 lakh is the working capital, and the formula is net revenue from operation upon working capital into basically this is in the times. So that is net revenue from operation upon working capital. Net revenue from operation 30 lakh and the working capital is 5 lakh. So 6 times is the working capital turnover ratio. Now the next formula is the net profit ratio is also there. Net profit ratio that can be calculated, net profit upon revenue from operations into 100. This is the formula of net profit ratio. Definitely higher the net profit ratio indicates the good efficiency of the business. So net profit ratio is to be calculated in this way: net profit upon revenue from operation into 100. Net profit that is to be calculated definitely after deducting all the operating non-operating expenses and adding up all the operating and non-operating income. So now the next formula is for return on investment, basically return on capital employed basically. So return on capital employed, return on investment, return on capital employed, rate of return, all these are the name of this formula. This is also the profitability ratio, and it is calculated by comparing the profit earned and the capital employed to earn it. So that is basically comparison of these two. And here we are taking the two terms, that is net profit before interest, tax and dividend upon capital employed. Definitely net profit before interest, definitely first of all we have to calculate net profit before tax, then add up interest and dividend if that is given in the question. And capital employed we are taking, that means only shareholder fund and long term loan. So that can be capital employed can be calculated from those two sides. From the liability side, that is to be total of shareholder fund plus long term loan. And from the asset side, capital employed is the non-current asset plus current asset minus current liability. Or you can say non-current asset plus working capital, that can also be calculated in this way from the asset side. So for taking up the question, that is 109th question for return on capital employed. Net profit before interest and tax and dividend were to take. Profit for the year that is given, and the balance sheet is given in a proper format in this question, and profit for the year, that is 10 lakh. So 10 lakh is the profit, but definitely interest on debenture, interest on loan and tax is to be considered over there. So nothing like tax has been given over there in the form of information. Only 80% loan is given over there, 10% debenture. So we are to take up the interest on loan and interest on debenture in this case. So interest on loan 8%, that definitely 80,000. 10% debenture for 12 lakh is, that is 1,20,000. How you can calculate this? 12 lakh into 10 by 100 and 10 lakh into 8 by 100. So in this way you will having the interest on debenture, interest on loan. By adding up you will get the net profit before interest and tax. Dividend is not there, so ignore this, and tax is also not there, so ignore this. So net profit before interest and tax, that is 12 lakh after adding up. Now the capital employed we are having all the liability and asset side both. So first of all here we have to take the share capital, reserve and non-current liabilities, and that is 75 lakh basically, and it is known as the capital employed. Now for the next, the formula is net profit before interest, tax and dividend upon capital employed into 100, you will get the 16%. More the return and more will be beneficial, more is showing the profitability for the business and efficiency of the business for the use of capital employed. So now 113 question we are taking up over there. So there for 113 question, the information is given as gross profit is given, administrative expenses, operating expenses are there, selling expenses, and 12% long term debts is given, tax rate is given, non-current asset is given, current asset and current liabilities are given over there. Now first of all you have to just remember the formula, that is net profit before interest, tax and dividend upon capital employed into 100. So gross profit is given. After we have to calculate the net profit over there, and for calculating the net profit, first of all you have to deduct all these operating expenses. You will get the net profit. If any operating income or non-operating expenses is there, definitely we have to deduct the expenses and add up the income over there to get the net profit. Now net profit is given, definitely no interest, interest, tax, dividend, we did not deduct it from there. So definitely net profit as it is you have to take 1 lakh, that is 1,80,000 into 100 upon capital employed. Capital employed, non-current asset is given, working capital is given. After adding up, we'll get the capital employed from the asset side. Now this is the 24% return on capital employed will be calculated in this way.